Part 2.
Here we go.
Here we go. We're live part 2. This is a full WrestleMania recap from night 2. Yeah.
Let's do it up.
I'm here again with Jordan Heinen. Good
What's up, guys?
Bringing him on the show. We're going to do a little bit more wrestling lately with Jordan. So it just gives us a little bit more content to our channel. So that is the plan. Made some notes. I just want to start off with, it was a good show to me. I really enjoyed it. And honestly, I'm going to go buy that Blu-ray DVD because I want to, it's something I'll rewatch again. I don't really buy wrestling movies anymore, but it's something that would be cool for the collection, just to have.
Absolutely.
But what a night. We started off with Liv and Natalya. I don't know if you caught that.
I did, yes.
I didn't get to see the match. I know Liv won. Was it a decent match?
It was, yeah.
And nothing's wrong. You can't go wrong with looking at Liv, so hey. No. But the Canadian went down in a good match, I guess. Is what it is. Natalya's had her time. It's time to put people over.
0 for 1 there. Bad start.
Yeah. The match I was really looking forward to was Flair versus Ripley, and they delivered, in my opinion. The crowd would have been insane if they were there. Overall, I give it like an 8 out of 10. I just love the match. It might have been match of the night, in my opinion. I just think it was really well done, and it's not. I like I said on the last video yesterday, I just knew that Charlotte was going to win that. There was times where Rhea Ripley looked like she was going to win though. So, but they both had a great performance. It'll be good to see her on NXT where she could go against some up and coming talent and see what they're really made of on NXT. Sure.
Yep.
Your thoughts?
Have to agree as well. Like, it was a good match. I would probably assume, like, if there were a sold out stadium, it would definitely get a good pop.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with match of the night as well.
Absolutely. Then we're going to go to Edge and Randy Orton.
That was my favorite match.
Was it? It was different. Yeah. I did like how they went into the gym and started using gym equipment, and Edge looked in phenomenal shape, which was big. Like, he looked like he was really in good shape. I got to catch a little bit of the documentary after the show of Undertaker and him. Both great. Can't wait for him.
Yep.
Edge just, like a chair toe, you could tell he didn't want to do it, but he did it. And it was just really well done. And I like how they used the backstage just because it got away from the whole needing the sound of the crowd. So, and I would watch that again. It was a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. It was good. It was nice to see him wrestle again. Absolutely.
I think that match will probably show like there will be like a round 2, so to speak. I don't think Randy's out and done. So
no,
stay tuned.
He'll be out for about 3 weeks. Kind of. I think it's his way of getting a holiday. Gets some time off TV, and then he'll come back, and you'll see a rematch probably leading up to SummerSlam. That's what.
Absolutely.
You want to talk about your favorite match?
Oh my God, no, I don't. But yeah, sure, fair enough.
What was with that match? John Cena.
I have no idea. Like, I thought like they were gonna have like an actual match, not like have like all of like his old like gimmicks and like it was like good to see. Like, don't get me wrong, but like I thought like they were gonna put on more of a show type deal, not just what like he's gone into, but I get like the whole story behind it. I thought like there would be more. Yeah.
So, if you were on some Leafs smoking, that would have been great. I was not at the time. I kind of wish I was during that match.
Yeah.
But you know what? The ending, it gave the Fiend. There was no way John Cena could come out and win that match. So it gave the Fiend a WrestleMania moment. He needed to bounce back. I thought he was going to win. John Cena looked totally different shape than he usually is. A little bit leaner, which we knew. Wish he still cut the hair, but yeah, absolutely. There will be a rematch. I guarantee at SummerSlam. Just my opinion.
100%.
There's got to be a trilogy for that match. We will, and then we had Bayley, Evans, Naomi, Sasha, and Tamina, which I don't like seeing Tamina, but
I don't either.
I did even put a bet on Twitter, which I'm glad no one responded. I said I would give anyone $100 to bet me that Sasha Banks win, and that gave them a big odds, I was going to bet 100 to anyone else. Because I really thought Sasha Banks was going to go over in this match. It didn't turn out that way. It kind of went like she was going to turn on Bayley, but she came back and saved her from Lacey Evans. Bayley's getting hard to watch with her Vicky Guerrero haircut, but I'm not feeling her. I think that Sasha Banks will turn on her eventually and get that title because she is a bigger draw than any other woman right now on the SmackDown roster, and that's just how it's going to go.
I agree on that for sure.
And then the main event, we had Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre. You want to talk about how you feel about this?
I do, yeah. I thought like it was quick. I don't know like if you agree on that, but I thought leading up to the whole match, I thought Drew and Paul Heyman put together a good promo leading into it. Especially what Drew had to go through with like the whole pandemic over in Scotland and how WWE had to pull him out as quick as possible to get back to Florida for their Performance Center match at Wrestlemania there. I thought like it was good at some points, but I can definitely see another match happening where like there's more time and more time to give the story to the fans.
Absolutely, I agree. I am so happy that Drew won. I was arguing with my father that there's no way Brock doesn't win this. And I'm like, man, he has the look to him to be the face of the company. He has the build. He just has a great aura about him. And he's a good guy that people can get behind. When he looked at the camera and said, thank you, like they're not supposed to look at the camera, but he did it because he just appreciates, he knows people watch him in that moment.
Absolutely.
I hope he actually gets a chance to wrestle in front of people in this title run, which I think he will. But I really enjoyed the match. I knew he was going to dominate. Well, he didn't dominate. It was probably half and half, but I knew he was going to finish Brock like that. And it was really great to see coming from his career past, and it's just been a long ride for him.
Actually, I want to touch base on that. Like, he's been through a lot, especially with WWE, how like he got there and then kind of left and then had like a bad vibe with Vince and all that jazz, and then kind of like looked in the mirror and just was like, hey, like listen, like this is all on me and I want to get back to what I love doing, and then came back to WWE, and then like he's been I want to say like almost like unstoppable now. Like he's put on a good physique for his character, especially leading up to fight Brock was huge. So I can definitely see big things ahead for Drew. So Absolutely. We'll see what happens.
The two things I want to touch on are what's next for Lesnar. Where does he go from here? Do you think he attacks Drew in the future, takes a break, and then we're back on with another match?
See, with Brock, it's hit and miss, right? Like, Paul can really just like surprise anyone, which is probably what like you'll see. But then again, I can definitely see Brock is showing up to Raw tonight and kind of just like demanding like he wants his a shot back. But anything is really possible when like you have Paul Heyman in the back corner there.
And the second thing I want to talk about, because I agree with that, is there was an altercation with Goldberg in the back. Because
I heard about that.
On his contract that he had to lose to Roman Reigns. He didn't want to lose to Braun, and he wanted to push this match with Roman Reigns into SummerSlam, and I guess they got in a huge fight. And just letting people know that Vince said that he's not going to be having Goldberg in WWE for a while. So I think that might have been Goldberg's last match, in my opinion, but we'll see.
Yeah.
You don't cross the boss, that's all.
No, absolutely not.
You work, that's your job. You go out there and you perform. You're under, but especially they're cutting costs too, and it costs $1 million per match for Goldberg to be there. And when he's only wrestling two minutes, like it's not really worth it, especially in these financial times. Overall, it was a great show. I really loved it. I thought this Mania, definitely Undertaker AJ was the best match out of the ring, but the best match overall. And then for me, the match of the whole WrestleMania was Flair versus Ripley, and that's my opinion. Put on a hell of a show.
Absolutely.
It was overall, I gave it a 9 out of 10. Honestly, I loved it.
I agree.
But, I'm glad it still went through. Tonight's Raw, and it should be a good too, because the night after Raw is always special. Someone might come back. You never know.
You never know, right? Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's everything that we could cover today. I really appreciate you again coming on my podcast. And
anytime, buddy.
All right.
Anytime.
You have a great day. Cheers.
You as well, bud. Take care.